What's going on, guys? Area 51 here with a brand new Animal Simulator video. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please give that a bit of a ringle dingle for me, and also drop all your comments in the section below. Lastly but not least, if you like to be notified of freshly made vids hot off the press, turn that notification bell to on, and without any further ado, let's jump straight on in. Okay guys, so today we are going to be talking about the fastest possible ways that you can level yourself up and get those levels that you want to achieve. Okay, there are two methods of farming realistically when it comes down to the ways you can level up. One of them is obviously grinding on the old dummies with the old whackety whack 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 attack. And secondly is the one that we're going to be discussing here right now, is farming these chests. Now, the thing you need to note with chests, they are tethered in groups of 3 guys, so there will be 3 chests in a certain location that once you pick them up they will spawn in another location, and then in another location, and then back at its original location. Now the spawning is absolutely random, but they will only be to 2 others. So this one will be tethered to another 2. So when I grab this, it is going to jump up in its next location. So you just saw it jump up over there. Okay, and the other location for it is just over in that little section there. So what I do is when I grab it, there it is, it's just over there. Now it is random, so what I do is I zoom out, guys, and then I look in the direction that basically it's going to pop up in. So it's just popped up over here, and then we'll go again, we'll grab that, there it is over there. Now when you are low level, guys, and I'm talking 5,000 damage and less, I suggest doing the chest as much as you possibly can. It does get a little bit monotonous and gets very boring, okay, I will admit that, guys. No one wants to be sitting here running headless chook around just collecting chests. It's not fun. We want to get out there and have some fun basically, but unfortunately, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You either want to be strong, so you need to commit to it. This game, as it stipulates in its description, it's a grind game, guys. Okay, if you want to be strong, you've got to put in the time and grind. Okay, now as you can see with the account that I'm on right now, it takes a long time, guys, to get those levels to level up at these higher levels. So that brings me to my second point, which is basically when you are at higher levels, don't bother with chests. Okay, look, they're good to get maybe 1 or 2 levels, but if you were competing on the leaderboard, I don't see you sustaining a chest hunt run around like I have right now for the next 3 hours, because I can assure you guys that you're going to need a good solid 3 hours to make any impact and difference on the leaderboard. You really got to be committed to do that. It is slightly faster than smashing it out on the dummies up in the amphitheater over here, but look, let's face it, no one's going to want to sit here for 3 hours solid running around in a circle. Now, going to my other alt that crashed, I've now got a new alt account for my daughter, so it was very low leveled. Only 2 days ago, it was about, I think it was about 1200 damage. Today it is now doing 3,500 damage. Okay, and that was purely just done off these chests. I'd run around for an hour maybe, you know, I'd basically set myself up with music, put the headphones on, zone out, and just run in a circle listening to tunes. I did do some mathematical timings on it. Now these are only a average scale, guys, because look, I got 500k off that chest. This one might only give me 300. That is random. There we go, another 500, so it's going to fluctuate a little bit. So it's only a rough guide when I say that when I was doing 3,000 damage and then I went to 3,100 damage, it took me 9 minutes. Okay, that was 9 minutes to get 100, level up 100 more. It's actually roughly 50 times more. I did 50 more levels to get 100 because it's done in times 2s. So it's a guide, guys. It's just a guide. So if you mathematically work it out, you know that when you get to the next level, it's going to be slightly slower again, because as you level up, the XP, I don't know if you can see it down here, but in that purple section down below, you'll see a series of numbers. All right, that is the total on the right hand side, which is, what, if I'm looking at that correctly, it's 1,653, no, it's actually 16,531,000 to the next level, guys. So each time you level up, that number gets bigger. Okay, so if we look on my main account and you have a look at that, I think we're in the billions. Yeah, it's in the billions. I can't see that right from here, but it's in the billions, guys. Okay, so it doesn't even move much when I do it on my main account. I can assure you now, like you're looking at it now, it barely moves as it is on this account. And I'm doing 33,000. Sorry, I'm on a phone, guys, and these numbers are really small for me, and I'm holding the phone quite far away so I don't muffle up the microphone by talking too close like this. So yeah, so that there is what I recommend, and I only recommend doing the chest to maybe, 5,000 damage. Look, always grab them when they're nearby. It doesn't hurt. It's not going to hurt, but the other way is basically auto clickers. Now I'm going to discuss auto clickers, guys. The auto clicker that I use, I'll pause it and show you. Okay, so bear with me. So this is the auto clicker that I use. It's literally just called auto clicker, guys. Basically gives me my setups. If I hit the top one there, it gives me a single target location. If we jump back in, now I've got my auto clicker here. As you can see, it's just an overlay that I can move. I just usually pop it up over here and put that on whatever I need. So I can use it for fireballing, and just hit the play button and away she goes, basically. So I hit pause and turn fire off, and then we can do it for attack as well. But problem is, don't try and move stuff while the auto clicker's playing. You will freeze the screen, guys. It'll glitch it out, and then when you try to move your camera left and right, it's just going to zoom in and out doing these ones on you. Okay, so you'll basically shift locks your screen for turning. So it's basically just called auto clicker. I'll show you the name of it, but just bear in mind, guys, I'm on a Samsung. For all you iPhone users out there and PCs and laptops, look, I don't know how you guys are going with it, but I hear horror stories that it's really hard for you guys to find a decent auto clicker. Now, some people always asking me, oh, what's the fastest auto clicker, and all this. It doesn't matter. As long as the auto clicker works and doesn't fail on you, pick any one. Okay, guys, as long as it's working, because watch this, right? Listen for my finger tap. I'm going to spam the attack button as fast as I can. It's not going to make a difference. Right, I'll do it slower. The attack is at exactly the same speed. So look, it doesn't matter what auto clicker you are. There is no auto clicker out there that's going to farm it faster and make all of a sudden your attack speed go quicker. Okay, because if that was the case, then I'd be swinging the sword much faster than I am now. There's always going to be that delay. Now the other question is, what animal do you use? Look, I use kitsune and penguin. I use the penguin on this account because I don't have kits unlocked on it yet. Just haven't had the time to. I tend not to, but look, I don't think there's much difference in their speeds, to be honest. Let's time them out, guys, just so you can see it for your own peace of mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10. All right, there. Now if we go a different animal, let's just say, we'll just go human, actually. Let's do a human and see the difference. Oh, I was going to say, where's my buttons? Alright, there they are. Let's just get down in here. Come on, turn around. Oh, still get confused to which direction I am. Right, yes, I do fit under those fences. So, let's check it out here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so there's definitely a speed difference in penguins and humans. So, I'm spamming that pretty fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I'm looking at the numbers, guys. I don't look at the hit with the sword. I look at the numbers, because when those numbers pop up, they're the ones that are actually hitting your XP bar down the bottom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not much difference, but you know, look, I feel more comfortable using a kitsune. So the choice is purely yours. I've also heard from a certain admin that I will leave nameless because I don't want to say anything that may be incorrect. But a lot of the times the issue that people face whilst farming is they lag out. Now what happens is on your screen you say you go out, you leave it on auto farming, you come home, you see this. All right, you're farming away, and you think everything's peachy, but you're not. If you came up and closely inspected, those damage numbers are actually frozen in the screen. So you're still swinging, the animation's still going, but nothing's actually happening. Okay, you're not actually getting any XP because you've lagged out. Now, the problem I heard that might be the case is some of these animals have scripts running in the background for animation. So like for the kitsune's tail, the tail has an animation sequence going with it, so because it's moving and stuff like that. So you might want to farm with the most basic of animal that has the least amount of animation. So I was told that the female deer, it has no animation, it's very basic, there's nothing going on it, and it is still apparently quick, and you might have a better chance at not lagging out because there's less information being pumped onto the server. So let's time it out and see how it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's pretty quick actually. That's basically the same as the penguin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's quick. Alright, so it's just a head bash. You know, that's all it's doing. There's little animation going, so you won't lag as much, guys. Also, bear in mind, the more people that are in your server farming with you has the potential to drain and lag as well. And I do find that if you are farming and you are in a very slow lag, so it's all of a sudden going glitch, glitch, punch, glitch, glitch. So it's like real jammy and crunchy, so you might get a punch here, then it'll be very frozen, then you get another punch. That's going to be hurting you on the leaderboard, guys, because each time that number shows up, it's turning your XP over. So if it's really slow, you're not farming at full speed again. So bear in mind, try and check that as well, because I was having a lot of these issues myself from when I was grinding. That's why I wasn't pushing forward on the board. I just held my position 24 on the leaderboard as best as I possibly could until I sorted out the lagging issue and internet connection all the time. I don't know what was going on, but I found that if I basically farmed in my own server by myself, it maintains a good solid connection. So look guys, I hope that's a little bit of a help for you guys out there that want to farm. So just remember, if you're low level, farm the chests as much as you possibly can. They are the quickest way that you are going to level up. When you get to roughly about 5,000 damage, you're going to find that those chests are no longer feasible method of farming, and you're going to have to get on those auto clickers and basically farm. If you don't have an auto clicker, oof is all I can say. Get ready to get those finger tendons strong, because you're going to be doing a lot of that tapping away on these bad boys here. Look, I did it in the beginning before I even knew auto clicker was a thing, and I got myself up to about 7,000-8,000 damage back in the day before I discovered an auto clicker. So I did it too, guys. It is doable. It's just going to be very slow. Now, while we're on that topic, if you really want to contend for the leaderboard, you're not going to have any impact if you don't go out there and buy those XP boosters. I can assure you that it's not going to be an answer you like. You're going to need the times 13, guys. Without that, you will not contend. This account, as you can see, has only a times 8. I've done that on purpose because I've been grinding this as hard as I possibly can to try and make any impact. Can't catch them, guys, just cannot catch them. So bear that in mind. I've done the math. I got myself to 33k damage, and I will never ever get this account on the leaderboard if I don't put a times 13 booster on there. I know not everyone has the opportunity to do that because they don't get access to Robux. Look guys, I do sympathize with you, but being on the leaderboard is not all, and it's not the be-alls and ends-alls. Okay guys, look, these days if you're only just starting now, well, good luck, because at the very bottom you're gonna need 29k, and by the time you even get within those rounds, that 29k is probably going to be about 40k. Okay, the leaderboard's gone mental, and unless everyone on the leaderboard now quits, yeah, it's going to be a hard ask, guys. It's a very long road to get on there, so I do sympathise with you, but hey, you can get yourself tough, get yourself buff, and you can still do 50,000 damage. You may not be on the leaderboard, but you're not going to be somebody that people are going to be easily bullying and pushing around. Anyway, not going to get tied down into a bully story. That's a different video altogether. I'm Area 51, guys. Hope you enjoy the vid, and I hope it was helpful. And until the next one, giving you a oh yeah. Until the next vid, guys. Peace out.